Hey guys, Beretta 9mm USA here, and what you have in front of you is the Heckler & Koch VP9 9mm 15 round magazines. You get two of them with it. The side panels and the rear panels are removable, replaceable with different sizes. It does come with the standard sights on it. They're not night sights, pretty decent sights, especially in the daylight conditions. It is a striker fired pistol, so there is no hammer to it. The magazines are the same as the magazines that are in the P30 H&K pistol, so if you already own that, you'll have interchangeable magazines with it. It does have magazine release right behind the trigger.
European style.
And it's ambi, slide releases on both sides. The grip is very similar to what you're going to find on the Walther PPQ, at least that's what it reminds me of most. Feels very good in the hand. It's pretty trim in the grip, so anybody with medium to small size hands should be able to handle this pistol with no problems. It is my first HK pistol. I just didn't like the other ones as far as the feel in the hand. So, real excited about shooting this, and we're going to bring you the first shooting right now. HK does have forward cocking serrations on it. The trigger is pretty excellent. The reset is out a little ways, but the trigger never goes all the way to the rear of the pistol. It stops right there. A little bit different than some of the pistols that are out there. The reset.
Now, what do you think of the brake?
This pistol, the trigger firms up immediately and doesn't have much movement in the trigger before it just falls. Little bit of movement and it just breaks. It's pretty good. The barrel is cold hammer forged steel, so high quality. The pistol overall seems to be great quality, which I guess, you know, HK owners come to be used to. This is my first HK pistol, so I'm getting used to it as I go here. It does have a loaded chamber indicator, which will turn red right there with a round in it. I don't know if you'll be able to pick up a little bit of red there. There's no rounds in it right now. Good looking pistol. Overall, just a great looking pistol. The bore axis on it is just right above the hand, so it should do really well as far as being able to control the recoil of the 9mm, which we know isn't a lot. And we're looking forward to shooting it.
So it also has a Picatinny rail and a steel guide rod.
Yeah, guide rod is metal. It is metal. So you don't have to replace that. Thickness on the barrel is pretty good for 9mm. Okay guys, the Heckler & Koch VP9. It is a striker fired pistol. The first one for H&K since the P7, I believe. Anyway, holds 15 rounds, comes with 2 magazines. It has the luminescent sights, so they're not night sights, but they do kind of glow a bit in the daylight. It has a striker indicator which shows cocked when it's red. Has a great trigger on it. Not much creep at all, and it just falls. Again, not much creep, and it falls. So it's a pretty nice trigger. Not much of an audible signal from it when it resets, but you can feel it. When you're shooting a pistol, you can feel it when you're pulling the trigger on it.
So what do you think of the charging supports in the rear, next to the rear sight?
I think it's fine. I mean, I've never needed them before, but it kind of does make sure that you pull it straight back when you're pulling it back like that. And it rides right over your hand, so it shouldn't move around too much when you're firing it.
Failure.
Again.
Okay, so thoughts on those failures?
Didn't expect it out of an H&K pistol for sure. And when I looked at it, I tried to tap and rack, but when I looked at it, I could see the nose of the bullet was pointing upward. So it was not going to go into the chamber with just a straight tap and rack. So dropped the mag and was able to get it out, to get it to clear. VP9 first magazine. I'm aiming almost in the center of the red, and it is hitting quite a bit high for me, so I'll keep shooting it and see if that continues, and then see if there's a way to adjust that.
Are you worried about those failures?
No, not really. Could be just the break-in going on here, so I don't think so. We'll keep shooting it though. Okay, we'll go to the head next. Alright, let's shoot to the head, see if I can tighten up that group. Okay, good. So second mag, no problems, no issues at all. And I think the first group hitting high was my fault. I really paid attention to make sure that the dots were exactly even. I think I just messed up a little bit on sighting it in the first time for the first magazine, because the second magazine is a lot better. Okay, so no malfunctions on the second magazine. And as you can tell, it wasn't hitting high this time. That's a nice shooting group for the HK VP9. So I think the first magazine, I think it was just a little malfunction for the first rounds being fired, and I think I sighted it better through the sighting system on the second magazine, and the hits obviously were exactly where I wanted them. I like the way it shoots. It barely moves in my hand. It does a great job of absorbing the recoil of the 9mm, and it's soft shooting in the hand. Trigger's outstanding, and I like it so far. So we'll keep shooting it, make sure it's okay. Try the other magazine, make sure it wasn't a magazine issue. But so far so good on the HK VP9.
The HK VP9. 100% reliable. Wow, it shoots smooth. Alright, let's drop that mag. Now here is the problematic magazine from the last session of firing. Headshots. I'm going to go a little bit faster here. Okay, so I had 3 out of the group, but that was a little bit quicker.
Okay.
Let's go look at that.
And this time it had no issues.
Yep, no issues with the magazine right here that had issues before. 3 out, but I was shooting a little bit quicker and I was pulling the trigger a little bit obviously to the right for those 3 shots. But that group was pretty nice.
Yeah. Good shooting, man.
Yeah.
What do you think of the recoil?
It's pretty smooth shooting overall. I'm not sure if I like it as much as my Glock 17 Gen 4 though.
Well, it's new still. We're getting used to it.
Yeah.
All right. Nice shooting.
But I love the grip. It feels very nice in hand.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Beretta 9mm USA here. We're trying to come up with some different drills. We're shooting the Heckler & Koch VP9. I'm going to try to engage from back by the vehicle, and then we'll do a mag change. We're about 35 yards away, give or take a yard or two. And then we're going to shoot it from a different position. So this one is simulating that you actually don't have the weapon on your side, that maybe you've stored it in a glove compartment. If you're going to store a weapon in your vehicle somewhere, make sure you're ultra safe with a straight trigger finger as you draw it out, and it should look something like this. Okay, my finger was on the release. Okay, I think I had 2 misses there after the mag change, but we'll go down and look at it. So here we are with the HK on the car drill. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 13 rounds I fired. So 10 hits out of 13. Not bad, I guess. I don't practice it very often, but it's nice to be able to know you can hit a target from 35 yards away in an uncomfortable shooting position.
All right, so you were telling me when you were back there that there's a lot of air in between the sights. Yeah,
I'm just talking about the gap between the 2 back sights where the front sight is at. There's a little bit of room on both sides to be able to get the front sight perfectly centered. I just ran a similar drill with the Sig 2022, and there's not as much gap, not as much air between each side of the front sight as it is in the back. So this one's a little bit harder to shoot at distance. You're not going to notice that if you're not shooting from greater than 25 yards. And when you back it up to 35 or 45 yards, you're going to notice that there's quite a bit of room on both sides. So you've got to line it up perfectly in the middle to be able to hit what you're aiming at. Okay, the Heckler & Koch VP9, another shooting position we're going to try with it. So let's see how it does from probably closer to 40 yards from here. I think I missed once. That's pretty good from this distance. Shooting in a very unusual position for me. Let's go down and look at it. That was 10 rounds. I think I missed once. We'll see. We'll count them up. Just trying to do some different shooting drills on what we have to use here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so might have missed twice on that. I believe so. All right, I'm digging it so far. That was the magazine that had the hiccups because I marked it with my knife, and no hiccups this time. So I think we have gotten it through its couple of small little hiccups, and it's shooting perfect now. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna try a couple headshots now from closer in after shooting it from that kind of distance. Liking it more and more. The more I shoot it, the more I like it. Good looking pistol. Feels great in the hand. The trigger is very good. I'm liking it more. The recoil is very minimal. Nice pistol. Okay, so the headshots for the VP9 Heckler & Koch. One just a shade out, one touching. The rest of them pretty good. I did drop one a little lower, but that's okay. I'm very happy that it's been flawless since early today. So I like it so far, guys. I gotta say, check one out if you're interested. It seems like a good buy compared to the rest of the H&K line. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, your Second Amendment is worth protecting.